Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Jester Ranks Off for Pokemon cards. It's all I do these days. Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards. What else do you need in your life? Anyway, we're back onto the trainer gallery cards this time. This video might be a little bit quicker because I'm going to shoot through these quite quickly. I haven't got a lot of strong opinions on some of these, but, you know, we'll figure them out. Alright, we're starting off with Braxian. Big fan of Serena. Nothing wrong with Serena at all. She's a great character. Braxian's an absolutely fine Pokemon. It's nice comfy vibes on this one. I'm going to give it a B. It's a B all the way. Next up is Militoic. I'm going to start off by ruining this card for myself. I do not like Wallace. I don't understand what is happening with that person's underwear. Top situation. That character alone annoys me. Militoic, I'm not a fan of. People like it, I guess. Very nice art style, though. I like the splashes on the card, like it's a screen looking in on an art project or something like that. That saves it for me. I like a good art style. This is a good one. I'm going to give this a B. Next up is Flaffy. I don't know how I feel about this, and I'm going to be real. I don't remember these characters at all that are with Flaffy. Flaffy just seems a bit overwhelmed by the whole situation that's going on. They're like, there's two of them. What's going on? There's a bit of a brush involved. There's nothing special about it. It's just a fine card. I think it's gonna have to go for C. We're gonna have some personal biases show up again here. This is Jinx. Now, I enjoyed this art style when it was Hoot Hoot because Hoot Hoot's a great card. I don't like Jinx. It's a nice art style. I just don't like the subject matter. Is probably the best way to describe it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to put it into... No, that's not fair because I like the art style. We're going to go with C. We'll be fair, we'll call it C. That's how these things work, right? You just, you know, compromise with yourself so you don't seem like you're just a bad person. God of War. Again, I don't recognize the character that's with God of War. I feel like there was a weird like perception thing going on with this as well, because God of War looks like she's been kind of like stretched upwards. I know she's a relatively like thin Pokemon anyway, but I'm not entirely happy with the art style. Again, it's a bit of a subject matter versus art style thing. It looks a bit stretchy. I'm unfortunately going to have to put God of War into D. It's just not doing it for me, and that's not supposed to be a rhyme, but it is. Next up, Malamar. Again, not too sure who the character is. I imagine it's one of the doctors from Team Flare, right? That's probably who it is. I'm sure the comments are screaming, going, "It's so-and-so, they're a key character!" I don't remember these people. I hit A button really quickly and just hope that nobody asks me any questions. Having said that, I love the sinister vibes we're getting from this. Not only do we have, you know, a doctor putting on gloves, which is terrifying enough in every circumstance whatsoever, Malamar just towering over with that look on their face. I love it. A tier. Next up we have Rockruff, and I don't think you could be having any kind of bad day that couldn't be cheered up by this. It's so cute. We got Professor Kooky there, cleaning up after a snoring Rockruff. Rockruff's just had a tired old day. It's about 4 PM, somewhere between, you know, the last walk and food time. There's no reason to be awake, and Rockruff knows that. Rockruff straight away into S tier. Next up, we have Persimmon. I was recently scared of Persimmons. I didn't realise how big they were. Now, this card may be also thrown off the perspective a bit. That is a human being man-person next to a Persimmon, and the Persimmon's quite tall. I saw a Persimmon running around in Scarlet and Violet, and much bigger than I expected. I thought little monkey versus Oranguru, who big monkey. Don't like Persimmon. Scary. Nothing too exciting about the card. I think it's just, you know, a bang average B tier. Next up, we have Drudigan. Now, this is a weird one for me because I don't particularly like Drudigan, but I kind of appreciate seeing a softer side of Drudigan. Does that make sense? Like, nobody's ever gone, my favourite Pokemon is Drudigan. Show me one person who says my favourite. I'll expand it. Is Drudigan in anyone's top 10? I doubt it. Never given this Pokemon a second thought. I catch it, it's in the living dex, I'm done. But this is a very nice, like, soft side of Drudigan. It's a nice, soft, watery, coloury art style as well. Pokemon stands out. The trainer kind of blends in a little bit, but that's not too bad. I'm gonna throw that into B tier. It's nice. I like it. Now, this is going to be an odd thing for me because I'm not a fan of chaotic imagery. There's a couple of exceptions. This might be one of the exceptions. What the hell is Smeagol doing? He's painting something. I don't know what he's chosen in the background there to have actually painted. But it's pure chaos. But the nice thing is Smeagol stands out on the card. I'm going to use this as a comparison again because I fucking hate the card. Giratina V, the alt art of that, it doesn't stand out amongst the chaos, whereas Smeagol does, and I really like that. So Smeagol is going to get an A tier. Also, this is the first time I've seen this card. I don't know if I just like completely missed it somehow. I've never seen it before. Altaria. Again, don't know the trainer, but they're doing everything that I would ever want to do if I met an Altaria, and that is cuddle it. It is a giant, soft, fluffy cloud. No one has ever looked up at the sky, looked at a cloud, and not thought, I wonder how cuddly that is. I wonder how good that is to cuddle. This trainer here is getting what everybody wants, and that is a cloud cuddle. Otherwise, not too much of a special card. It's going to go into B. It's just nice. It's just pleasant. I think comfy card's going to B. Kricketune, usually I'm not a huge fan of this art style, but I quite like this. It's very cute. Kricketune just hanging out. I don't know if it's just me, but like I've got the sound a Kricketune makes in the Pokemon games in my head whenever I see a Kricketune. I'm just getting that now with the bug catcher in the background. It's a very nice card. I think we throw that into A. Next up is Superior. Again, it's not really a card I paid too much attention to. It's a soft style. The Pokemon stands out, which is nice. I just don't really... There's nothing really too special going on about it. It's a nice, like, background mountain thing going on. Sinnoh, isn't it, I think? Or Hisui. Well, it'd be Sinnoh because it's Superior. I like it. It's nice. It's a comfy B. It's a comfy B. Blaziken is next, or Blaziken V. There's a V and V Max. I don't really like the Pokemon. I don't really like the way it's kind of positioned on the card. It looks a bit weird. We're just getting a lot of foot. I feel like this is appealing to the people that like foots. So, for that reason, it's going into C, which I think is perfectly fair, and you can argue with me all you like. Blaziken V, I'm pretty sure this is just like the prequel to like some kind of KFC commercial, because you just got a big chicken leg there. All I'm thinking is, throw that on the barbecue, I'm going to have a great time. It's just big stompy chicken boy with booty for some reason, and May, is clutching onto the leg. Again, it's presumably on the way to KFC. It's fine. It's a bit of a C for me. Zeraora. I'm just having trouble clicking on the right things here because I'm terrible. Again, nothing too special about this. Just trainer, the Pokemon, having a good time. Nothing special going on in the background. It's a nice comfy B. Moreisle. How do you pronounce that, chat? Moreisle. I quite like this. It kind of represents like how things went for Bidet to you, sir. In the game, kind of like, you know, constantly there trying to get you down, but then as soon as they became the gym trainer, they kind of like went off to the sunset to continue their life. It's a nice art style. It's a nice little message it's sending. I think we can throw that into A quite reliably. Yeah, Moreisle's going to A tier. Next up is Corviknight and Corviknight V and V Max. This is a nice art subject. I kind of like what's going on here. I can't help but think the cab drivers from Galar would be reading the Sun, though. They do give off that vibe a little bit to me. Like, they're probably Sun readers. If you don't know what the Sun is, I'm happy for you, because it's not good. It's a nice subject matter. I think we're going to throw that into... Despite the Sun reading, I think we're going to pop that into B. Next up, we've got Corviknight V Max. Yeah, I quite like this too. It's a nice art style. I always like how the red is used to outline a Gigantamax Pokemon, or Dynamax Pokemon, whichever you want to call it. Cab being on top is a very cool feature. I really like that. I think that's a suitable B tier. For not dissimilar reasons. Rayquaza V is next up. Next. Good wordage, Liam. You're doing a great job. Zinnia, is it? Zinnia's Resolve theme with Rayquaza. There's nothing special about the card. It's nice. I like the red and purple background. That does it for me. It's Rayquaza VMAX, by the way. It's just, again, pretty normal-ish card. I'm gonna throw that into B, I think. Duraludon VMAX is fantastic. We already know it's a skyscraper Pokemon, so to put skyscrapers into the background with my boy Raihan on the top of his head, just also screaming with Duraludon. I assume also making the same draconic roar that Duraludon is doing. Love it. It's good art style. I really like it. That is going into A tier. Next up, we have Blissey V, everyone's favourite Pokemon that won regional this year. Wild. Carrying some towels, having a great time, on its way to help out Nurse Joy in anything that she needs doing. Happy vibes, great art style, I love it. We're going to throw that into A tier too, which is hilarious considering one of my alt art videos threw a Blissey V card into D. Just didn't enjoy it. Nothing too special to say about the trainer gallery cards. Friends and Galar's nice, it's just very nostalgic for the Sword and Shield playthrough. I'm going to throw that into A. The rest, again, nothing special about them, honestly, nothing really to say, so I'm just going to throw them straight into B tier. Tempted to throw Swordbird and Shieldbird into D because they're just terrible people, but that's fine. And once again, the black and gold cards, I just don't enjoy the style of them. They don't really do much for me. So I'm going to have to throw them into D tier just to cleanse the palette a little bit. Yeah, so there's your rankings. We've got D tier, Gardevoir, and the 2 black gold cards at the end. We've got C tier, Flaffy, Jinx, and the Blazekins. B tier, we've got the trainer cards, but also Blaziken, Militoic, Persimmon, Drudigon, Altaria, Superior V, Zeraora, 2 Corviknights, Rayquaza. A tier, we've got Malamar, Smeagol, Kricketune, Mawile, Duraludon VMAX. Actually, I'm going to take that back. Duraludon VMAX is getting upgraded because I really like that card. Blissey V, Friends and Galar, just for the nostalgic feels more than anything. And then S tier is Rockruff and Duraludon VMAX. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this will be the last trainer gallery video, but we should have a Galar gallery video coming soon. There's 3 more Sword and Shield videos I probably want to put out. I want to put out the Crown Zenith alt arts, I want to put the Galar gallery, and then I'm going to do like a roundup of like all the alt arts too, just to talk about like where they are and why they're there kind of thing. But until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, all my links are in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you can. That is really awesome and it's great, and thank you so much. Didn't enjoy this video, recommend me to an enemy, punish them with this video. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. See ya!